Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Kareem Copeland. This is Mike Vandermause. This is going to be week 2 of our rapid fire, which is basically a fancy way of saying word association. I'm going to throw something at Mike. He's going to give you the first thing that pops in his head and kind of explain it a little bit for us. Last week I almost forgot all the questions, so I wrote them down this time, so we're good. Ready to do this?
You know what? This chair is throwing me off. I'm used to sitting in that chair, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Try not to tip over. That's the key. If we can stay upright, today's a positive. All right, well, let's start with Chad Clifton. Chad
Clifton, to me, big question mark. You know, he hasn't played basically for more than 2 months. Now, he had that 25-play stint at the end of the year, but is that enough for him to basically scrape off all the rust? I've got some serious questions about that, and I think that's why Mike McCarthy has stated that Marshall Newhouse is going to be waiting in the wings, and they'll probably be ready to throw him in there if Clifton struggles. Now, the other thing is they're going to give Clifton a lot of help, I think. They'll be, you know, giving him support, especially if he's got to go up against, you know, JPP and company. So it's going to be a severe test for him. There's no question against that Giants defensive line.
You like the nickname now, JPP?
I love it.
You're on board?
I love it. I am on board. JPP.
All right, but that's a big question. How long will the leash be with Clifton if he struggles? Well, it's been 50 degrees all week, and today we get about 3 inches of snow. So this is Green Bay. Your word is weather.
Overrated. You know, whenever we talk about weather and how it impacts the game, I just say, you know what? You know, this is Green Bay in January, Lambeau Field. You can't expect it to be pristine out there and, you know, like, you know, perfect grass. I mean, it is what it is, and I hate that phrase, by the way, but the weather, it's going to be cold, and it's going to be probably a little windy, maybe some snow in there. I don't think it's going to affect this game one way or the other. Both teams have experience playing in cold weather, and so I think they'll both deal with it, and the factors that decide this game will be other than Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's not like it's the Saints who are coming in as a dome team, so that makes a little bit of a difference. And obviously a little bit of a somber week with the passing of Joe Philbin's son, so your word is emotions.
I would say inspired. You know, when I went into the locker room yesterday and talked to several players, you know, just about how they're handling the whole situation with Joe Philbin's son, you know, to a man, they all basically said, hey, we want to go out there and win this one for him. And, you know, it does sound maybe a little sappy, a little cliche, win one for the Gipper kind of a thing, and yet I really sense that genuinely that's what they want to do. They want to go out there and say, you know, Joe, we feel for you, and we wish you were here, but we're just going to go out and do our best and, you know, hopefully bring back a victory for you. So I think, you know, this whole thing has a galvanizing effect on this team, and they come out a highly motivated, inspired group on Sunday.
That will be the big question. Yeah, I was surprised. Well, I don't know if surprised, but the locker room was a little bit more energetic than I expected after a couple somber press conferences with Mike McCarthy. But that's it for this week. Once again, I'm Kareem Copeland. That's Mike Vandermause, and this is this week's Rapid Fire.